How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Software Inc. Welcome back to Take 5 Interactive, where things are going amazingly well. It is the end of 1981. Last month, we made $754,000 marketing Notebook, the premier word processor software. Almost forgot what it was there, I'm not going to lie. It took me a minute to remember that Notebook was a word processor. Really, that's not good that the creator of Notebook forgets what it is, and honestly, the name really should have told me what it was, but that's fine. That's for the customer to remember, and the marketing department to remember, and I guess not for me to remember. Anyway, what I want to do today, what I want to do to start today, is I want to pause, and I want to move the company, because as it stands, I think we have enough money to move us into an apartment area. I could probably swing a skyscraper, but we're gonna go for Apartment Inc. is what we're gonna do. We're gonna move into this new building because it gives us a bit more room to play with, which I think is gonna be kind of important, because what I'm thinking we could do is get our hands on possibly another room over here. If I hit this lease button, we're gonna rent that other room. I don't know that I want to do that yet. I don't know that we need to do that yet. So let's go into build mode and let's see what we can do. Now, the thing is that this modern desk actually does nothing for the environment of the room. That's interesting. But the thing is, what I reckon we're going to do is throw a few of these modern desks along here. We're going to throw some of these ergonomic chairs in here, and they're quite expensive, is what they are. But we're going to put a few of those in there. I'm actually going to move them along so that chair there isn't right by the door. And what I'm also going to do is put a cubicle wall right there so that you don't come in the door and then kind of immediately lock eyes with this person and then fall in love right away and want to leave the company to go work elsewhere. You know, you kind of want to avoid that kind of thing from happening. You know, it's a really not a good look when you're sort of, you know, constantly exchanging employees because they keep running off and eloping together to Vegas or wherever they might go. It's irrelevant. The point is, the cubicle is incredibly important, as I have just explained coherently. Anyway, what I'm thinking I also want to do is I want to go ahead. Oh, interesting. Security desk. That's kind of cool. That's a new thing. I want to go ahead and I want to put in some carpet. I think some carpet would be kind of nice. So we'll get this one and we'll change the look of it to be, I reckon, this one, because I think that's kind of cool. And then can I just duplicate this? Is that a thing I can do? So duplicate and then place just like this. So we have a nice carpet there underneath the chairs and all that. I think that looks kind of cool. It will be kind of nice to put, you know, carpet into the rest of the room, but I don't really think that's going to be too much of an option. So we'll just do it kind of this way. I reckon what I'm also going to do, just to decorate a little bit, is some acoustic foam, just because I kind of can. Secondary color on this as well, I reckon, going to be sort of a gray. We're kind of going to go for that color scheme, which I think looks pretty decent. So we're going to do this sort of the whole way down there. So each of the desks kind of has some acoustic foam behind it to dampen some noise. I don't know if that's important. I mean, it's kind of not, but it's fine. Now, in terms of more office equipment, I reckon we go calculator. I reckon we go drawing tablet, and we go for that one. And this computer here is going to be assigned to me, is what it's going to be, because that's the one that has the phone. And then the rest of them can kind of be automatically assigned, I reckon. So if I do auto assign, this one is owned by me, this one's owned by nobody, and this one is owned by Lou. So that is kind of perfect. What we can also do is throw a nice table plant on there. I reckon we could throw a nice cactus on there. And I reckon in the middle, we could do some magazines just to kind of boost the mood of the room a little bit. And from there, I kind of want to get some lights into the space as well. Now this, I think this building has cooling. I'm not 100% sure. I would imagine it does. If we go up a little bit, does it have utilities? Wait, can I edit this room? I don't think I can edit that room. Does this building not have utilities? Does it have a basement? No. Okay, we might need to do some stuff with utilities. I might just be blind and not really seeing anything. But it doesn't look like there's any air conditioning or anything like that. Okay, Yeah, we might have to do some stuff with heating, but we'll find out. In terms of lighting, let's do this, and let's do this, and let's switch it to nighttime, and that seems relatively bright, I suppose. We could do another light just there to keep it nice and bright, and I guess we could do another one there just to really brighten the place up a little bit. In fact, let's move you to there, and we'll move you to there. So we kind of have that alternating set of lights going back and forth there, and that looks okay to me. So we'll switch it back to daytime so I can see what's going on. We have our 3 desks, which is nice and important. What else do we want in this space? Because I'm kind of thinking we could do a bookcase there. And I'm thinking, what else? What else do we want? A plant, maybe? I think a plant down there seems kind of nice. And I could do more desks on this other side as well, which is actually kind of very tempting. So let me go ahead and just grab some of this furniture and then right-click and duplicate. And essentially, I could do this and this, and then duplicate you as well, put you there. And so you can still get access to the bathroom. You've still got these magazines here. You still have these drawing tablets here as well. But what I reckon we do is we grab ourselves another calculator and we grab ourselves another drawing tablet. So we have 2 spaces for programmers, 2 for designers / artists, and then 1 for me as team leader. And that seems pretty solid to me, if I'm completely honest. So I'm kind of okay with this. Let's just duplicate you across the floor like so. And then let me go in and just grab you and you right there. And let's see if we can get a nice pattern to sort of cap this all off. I don't know if you're going to match. I don't know if any of these are really going to match what we kind of have going on here. Actually, looking at it, it's absolutely probably not going to match at all, which is kind of fantastic. Okay. Well, that's kind of a pain. Can I just change the look to those and then maybe change these guys to match better? Is that kind of an option? It looks like it might be if I rotate you. So if I was to grab you and rotate you to be facing that way. Yeah, that kind of works. Okay, so that means I need to go in and just grab all of these carpets. And then I need to grab all of these carpets as well. Grab you. I can't control C to copy it, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. And we'll just place those kind of along there. And then kind of just along there as well. And that's kind of a cool design down the middle there. I think that looks kind of decent. I could change the colors of it too, but I kind of like the blue and the yellow. I think it matches the chairs kind of nicely. The room could probably do with not being pink, but whatever. This seems like a good space though. It might get a little bit warm. It might be a little bit cramped, but it seems like a decent little space. And we have security right there for the building. We have vending machines. We have water coolers, I think. We do not have water coolers. So we might need one of those, which I reckon we can probably fit right about here. So we have a water cooler. We have our vending machines out there. We have some benches at the back and on the roof as well. So we can have meetings. And I guess with that, we'll run things. We'll keep it paused though, because I want to check to see if my leadership skill is, yeah, so I can handle hiring, which is fantastic news. So if I go to manage teams and I go to the core team and I expand this, color is white, that's fine. I want to do HR management and I want to handle wages, handle complaints. I want to do education level 3. Education at any one time is going to be 1 for now. We want 2 programmers. We want a designer and an artist. And that's fine. Specializations, all of the above. Preferred age as low as possible. Salary medium. And I think that'll be okay, because what that's going to do is put us in a situation where we have me as leader. So we end up with 2 programmers total, 1 designer, 1 artist. I don't know what we're doing about this. We might want to keep them doing the roles that they're kind of hired for. So we'll see how that goes. That means that we should automatically go up to 5 people in the core team total, I think. I might be wrong on that, unless I haven't assigned me as leader, which I don't think I actually have. Can I not be a leader? Hold on a minute. Employees, me, role, leader. Have I forgotten something? HR, yes. Count 2, HR management there, budget 1,000. Let's bring the budget up to about 10,000 and speed things up a little bit. And there we go. So we're up to 4 people there, which is fantastic. So now we still need 1 more though, I think. Unless I want to bring the budget up to maybe 15,000. Which is there we go. So now we have 5 people on that team total. Fantastic. Okay. So that'll keep everything happy there. Let's go ahead and just auto-assign computers. So that all gets going. Marketing is still fine for Notebook. Didn't really make as much money in the last month. We did get a reward though. So have 4 employees. What is the reward for this? It's headphones. Okay, fair enough. Interesting reward. Why did we only make $285,000 or $82,000 last month for Notebook? So there's plenty in stock, none in storage, doesn't have a sequel. Past month was only $287,000. I guess it's maybe just not as popular as it was. And honestly, the support situation is probably not helping it. So what I reckon we could do is let's go ahead and buy this room. Let's go ahead and select the furniture in this room and duplicate it. And then I should be able to just do that right there. So that's perfect. What we're also going to do is select all furniture of that type in the room, delete it, and we can go ahead and just place in some, let's see where it is. It's in offices. We're going to be looking for phones because we can go ahead and put a support/marketing team in here. I reckon, honestly, probably just a support team. But I'm also going to go ahead and select all the chairs in here and start changing some colors. So I reckon the support team... Can I change the room colors? That's something I kind of want to know first. Room. So room colors. Yeah, let's change this interior. So let's go for like a kind of a white and then sort of a gray for the floor, like almost a black there. And then we'll go ahead and grab all of the chairs. We're going to change these to be green because I think that's kind of cool looking. So nice, you know, kind of green chairs. We'll go ahead and we'll grab all of the carpets and we'll go ahead and change the color in those as well. So the primary in here is that bit. So I reckon the primary on that could be sort of a white. I reckon the secondary could be kind of a green, maybe a sort of darker, more, you know, desaturated green. And then the tertiary can also be kind of a sort of desaturated light green. I don't know if that's a bit ridiculous looking or not, but I kind of like it. So that's fine. Let me grab that secondary color, apply you, and put that secondary color on... I didn't want to duplicate you. Put the secondary color on these. So that's kind of interesting looking. That'll be our support team. And that'll be fine. So, what do these headphones actually do? Wait, did they actually get used? So noise cancelling and social isolation get boosted. Interesting. Okay, fair enough. Right. Well, let's go ahead to manage teams. And I feel like we need both support and marketing, to be totally honest. I do feel like we kind of need both. I don't think we want them merged into one team. Although I guess I should look at the skills and see how exactly that works. So service. Yeah, support, marketing. We could merge them. I think it would probably make more sense to not do that. But what if we had one leader and then 2 support workers, 2 marketing workers? I think that might be how we do things just for the time being. So let's create a new team, and it's going to be support, and marketing is what it'll be, and we'll get that added. The color for that team going to be that same kind of awful green color. Maybe give it a little bit more saturation there. So support and marketing like so. We're going to go ahead and say, wait, put furniture in inventory. That's new. So how do I go ahead and just assign this room to a team? Auto assign, add selected rooms to group. I don't have any room groups. Don't want to create one. What? Switch team. There we go. So support and marketing works there. We can also allow employees to pass through. That's kind of cool. Let's then have the core team just over here. So there we go. That way, they're going to work in there. The support and marketing team can work over here. And what we can do is hire a leader that's going to specialize in, I want to say HR. We're going to go for high salary, and we're going to do some good looking here. So skills, let's start there. So you have full HR, which means you can hire handling. You can also do improved effectiveness. You are also pretty good at design, which is fantastic. Can I get anybody that has support skill? It's not really looking like it. Okay. Socialization's not terrible, but I like that multitasking. Ned Richardson, you are going to be hired to the support and marketing team is what you are going to be. So, hired. And now that Ned's in here, I can go to employees. I can go to you. I can set you to a team leader, which is fantastic because then I can go to support and marketing and I can turn on something like this. So $15,000, handle wages, handle complaints. You're going to be hired for your roles. You are going to be educated, I think. I don't actually know if I can do that, but we'll see. And we are going to say that you are going to be hired for, oh, this is going to be tricky. So for there, and I need them for both support and marketing. I hope that it just, I really hope it does what I want it to do and splits that evenly. I doubt it though, but we'll find out. So that's fine. They're going to have actually a budget of $25,000. So that's going to automatically manage that. And I guess what we should also do is manage staff. So let's go ahead and hire, I don't know if we really need to hire cleaning and IC support and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if they need to be here every day because it's $1,500, $1,000, and $2,500 per month. Cleaning might be useful, so we'll have some cleaning come in. Is what we'll do. I'll have them leave at about 3. Actually, we'll have them sort of come in the morning with all the workers. So let's speed things up and see how things go, I guess. And the good news is, well, actually, we can go ahead and assign this to support and marketing in theory. And also this to support and marketing, assuming that has gone well. It does have its 5 employees. So that means that my core team can just continue working on porting Notebook. Which is fantastic. Now, we have missed a lot of tickets there. We haven't made anywhere near as much money on that as I would have liked. But the support team and the marketing team are in here, excuse me. So let's take a look and see what they're doing. Employees, they are all service, and you are good at support. You're good at marketing. You're good at support. You're good at marketing. It did exactly what I wanted it to, and that makes me so happy. So they can focus, and look at those tickets going down as well. That is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. That is exactly what we wanted. So my core team was up having, they're using the stairs, use the elevators, damn it. But that's fine. So the core team's now here porting Notebook to other operating systems, which is exactly what we want them doing. That makes me so happy. Notebook is not really making money anymore, which is a bit of a worry. It does, I think, still have units in stock. It doesn't have many, though. So the porting is hopefully going to improve things a little bit there, is what I would hope for. It's looking like it's about to be done with the port to IntView X3, which is good news. Not everybody's going to be working on that, though. But it has now been ported to another operating system, so that's fine. I imagine the designers probably aren't doing anything with it, though. There we go, 126,000. That's perfect. Let's go ahead and make something else then. Let's make a sequel to it. Let's make Notebook 2 or Notebook Pro or whatever we want to call it. So let's just do Notebook Pro. And it's not going to have any SCM, that's source control management, which puts the code synchronized in one place on a server. We're not going to do that. I'm not going to use a new framework either. I'm going to continue to use an existing one. And I want this one, which doesn't actually have as much in it as the previous one, which is kind of worrying. The tech level is higher though. So we're going to use it. Here's what we're going to do. So it's the Bit Software Development Kit. That's fine. So the predecessor had complex text rendering. We've got clip art, which I kind of want to put in there as well. We've got spell check, which we had previously. I kind of want to put the dictionary in there. I kind of want to do charts and graphs. We're still less than a year on this. And we're about a year now. That seems pretty solid to me. So Notebook Pro, we're going to bring that price down from $88 to $70. That seems pretty good to me. I reckon we can do this. So the 2D editor of choice is actually not... Oh, it is. They are going to be compatible. Fantastic. So let's use tech level 1978. That's relatively recent, so we'll use you. And the audio tool is going to be 81, 74 on tech level. That's fine. Okay. Operating systems for this, we are going to go with U3, which has us still at about a year. 1.7 million potential consumers is fine by me. Okay, let's go to the next one, and we're at 98%. If we go about there, we get about 100% expected interest, which is fantastic news. About a year to do this. Publisher, we're not going to need. We're going to do this ourselves. So let's develop it. Let's get that going. And we're going to say kind of work on this a bit more than the porting, but that is fine. Design is, I mean, they're flying through it, which is fantastic news. So that makes me really happy. I'm hoping we can build this company off the back of Notebook and then get into some more interesting stuff down the line. Because to be honest, I think my long-term plan here, 140,000 there again, beautiful. I think my long-term plan here is I want to, I always kind of say this, but I kind of want to build like an Apple or a Microsoft kind of ecosystem type thing where we're building operating systems and I guess at some point hardware, right? So we're putting out our own hardware at some point and then we're designing software for the systems that we release. I think that would be really cool. I gotta be honest, I think that'll be awesome. So that's kind of going to be the plan, is to put out software for the systems that we end up making. I love that idea. So that's the long-term plan for Take 5 Interactive. I also, honestly, does not meet demand. Oh dear. I also, honestly, kind of want to, let's see, order 25,000. Sorry, let me get to what I was trying to say there. I also want to kind of act a little bit like Take-Two Interactive and be like, hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to totally go ahead and we need to give you more money. Totally going to go ahead and buy your company and have you do stuff for me. That's kind of my idea. That's kind of my thinking. And I think it might be kind of a good thing to do. And if we have a look at companies, I mean, if we look at worth right now, we're still way down here. We're still not worth much. So if we really wanted to, we could look at the likes of Cloud Corp. We could go to their chart. We can see that they're doing whatever. We can go to details and they're not publicly listed. So I guess I can't buy part of that company. I could try and buy part of this company, but it's worth a bit of money and I don't think I can do that. I can buy a decent chunk of shares though. I can buy 0.2% of that company. 8.7% of that company is $25 million, which is a lot of money. I don't really think we want to do that. I do like that, you know, I could end up buying 53% of that company though. That's kind of cool. I kind of want to do that at some point. That was the other thing. And I'm pretty sure the whole stock system has been changed because of the likes of me who would buy out the competition constantly. I'm not saying I'm solely responsible for that. I feel like that was the meta in Software Inc. for the longest time, was to just buy the competition. You know, make $1 billion and then buy another company. Make $1 billion and then buy out the competition. Buy the people that have been, you know, designing software way better than yours this entire time. That's just the way to do it. Also, marketing has just gone up to prominent and got us $225,000 right there, which is fantastic news. There's 10,000 units of this in stock right now. I'm going to order another 50,000, $100,000. because I don't think we're going to sell another 60,000 units of notebook. I just don't think that's going to happen. We are about to finish iteration 3. We're now on iteration 4 of notebook design. The OS support is not amazing on that, which is a little bit of a worry, but I'm sure we'll manage. I'm sure we'll be okay there. Nothing to worry about too much. But I imagine that'll be pretty solid, is what I imagine. I also kind of like the idea, while we're sitting here making money and kind of waiting, I'm almost tempted to make another team and start immediately going into, I don't know, researching things or something like that. Might not be a terrible idea. Really might not be a terrible idea. I don't know. Research 2D requires 10 level 3 2D designers. Research that 6 level 3 audio designers. Yeah, I don't know about any of this. I don't know anything about how the patents or patent system has changed, so not going to stress too much about it. But I really do think I might get another team and get them working on, I don't even know. I don't even know what I get them working on. Because as it stands, I mean, if we look at software and look at releases, what's the most profitable of all time? 729 million for FrameStop X in 1970. But most recent, we have Max Boy, the console operating system, which was released last month and hasn't really made all that much money. $294 though. And to buy it, they won't sell it. We could, if we really wanted to, maybe buy, I don't know, Circus Mini Games, the franchise, for 40 million. What about the Space Base 2, 34 million? Yeah, somehow I don't think anyone's going to sell me anything that's been kind of profitable. Ampscape 4, 6 million. Okay, yeah, so I get the feeling we're going to have to just design our own stuff. And we have a word processor. I kind of want to get some presentation software, and I kind of want to get some spreadsheets going as well. So why don't we rename the core team to be, can I rename the core team? Is that a thing I can do? I could swear it is a thing I can do, isn't it? Manage roles, rename. There it is. Let's do this as the word process. Is it 2 S's? Word processor team. I think that's how you spell it. So that's fine. We'll do the word processor team, which I'm going to make sort of a bluish color, which seems fair enough. I reckon we do a presentation team, which seems fair. And then what was the other one? So office software, spreadsheet, and then publisher? So I reckon we do all 4. So presentation, spreadsheet, and publisher team. The publisher team seems a little weird, but sure. Let's change these guys. No, we'll keep them that color. Presentation team is going to be sort of a yellowy orange color. What was the other one? Spreadsheet. So spreadsheet. And then the other one was publisher. So Publisher. Publisher team is what we need that to be. And spreadsheet team right there. And then spreadsheet team can be kind of a light green. Publisher team can be kind of a orangey color. And that seems fine. That seems fine. I think that's kind of what we're going to end up doing with all of them. And then we're obviously going to need some rooms for them as well. But we're still making money. $250,000 last month from Notebook, which is done being ported to everything. Although I reckon, I mean, is there anything? Oh, I love the color coding. That's so nice. Could it be? Oh, hello. It needs ported to you. We got almost 1 million users right there that aren't going to be able to use that. So let's prioritize porting Notebook to IntView X4, because that's going to mean that more people can actually use it, which might just spur sales on quite a little bit there. What I think I will do, though, is I'm going to lease this room, and I'm going to lease this room. And I'm basically going to just do exactly what I've done in the other space. I'm going to put in just a bunch of these desks. And essentially, we're going to just sort of create what is the layout's a little different on this one. Okay, that's fine. Let's do this and this. We'll grab ourselves some chairs like so, and we'll kind of just stagger them a bit like that. We'll get the room dividers in here as well, which seems like a pretty solid idea. We'll get ourselves a water cooler in there too. And essentially what we're going to do is just create some basic layouts to make the rooms, you know, relatively pleasant, relatively functional. And we'll just get ourselves some, you know, generic teams to work on office software. That's basically, I think that's a cool story, right? I think that's kind of a cool story is, you know, you have this company that started with office software and somewhere along the way was like, hey, let's make a full suite of hardware and software to work on that hardware, etc., etc. I think that's neat. So that's essentially what we're doing. Let's go ahead and put a lamp in the corner there, and let's do a light there and a light there. I can also hide the ceiling lights so that they aren't actually visible, and that's bright enough, I think. I think I will also go ahead and just grab the carpet here, because I kind of like that down the middle of the room as well. So just grab all of that and duplicate and throw it right about there. I think that looks pretty good. What am I missing? A plant and a bookshelf. Okay, so the bookshelf can go over here, and the plant can go right about there. And that seems fine by me. So let's select everything in that room. Let's duplicate all of it. We'll rotate it around, and we can put it right about there. So we have managed to just get those two rooms going. So if we assign it, we're going to say, I reckon presentation team. And over here, I reckon we go for the, I think the publisher team. I think that'll be pretty good. And what we can even go ahead and do, and I'm slightly tempted to actually do this, is if we go to here and keep the game running while we do this, because we might as well, I can grab the color for the presentation team. I can click on the room, which is the publisher team right there. So presentation goes in here. I want to change the color of the walls to be that, which is very, very bright, I will say. It is admittedly kind of bright, but this way I can even easier see which team is in which room. And I kind of like that idea. So this over here is the publisher team. So publisher is going to be that color, which I could swear is, no, it's not down there. That's fine. So this room here is that. And then I know that these guys have all the green furniture and stuff. We might need to change that. But support and marketing, I mean, maybe we just make them a sort of gray color, but whatever. I think for the time being, interior can be that. And then we'll select the room dividers and we'll make them more of a white. So something like that. There we go. So now we can see, you know, which team is in which room kind of easily, which I like. So let's go ahead then and hire some employees. We're looking for leadership is what we're doing here. So if we sort by skill, you are boring and laid back, which isn't ideal, but you can handle hiring, which I do enjoy. You can do socialization. You also have marketing, which is kind of important, but just not for either of these teams that I'm looking for. You have a bit of art skill. You have a bit of art skill. I reckon automation would not be terrible. It really wouldn't be terrible to have someone do an automation on something like, I don't know, presentation, I guess, or publishers. Let's, even though you're boring and laid back, let's put you into the presentation team. So Kendrick Morin is presentation team leader. And then I probably should have just looked again there, but that's fine. So look here. We have, what about you? So 47 years old, system, multitasking, very good. Handle hiring, also pretty good. Annette Larson is HR and automation. So the multitasking does make me really happy, but I do really enjoy automation. So Annette Larson, I reckon we bring you into the publisher team is what I reckon we bring you into. So we'll go ahead and hire you. You're flirty and cocky. That's probably fine. You are a bit lazy though, so whatever. And I think Annette will be with us for the next 14 years, assuming she doesn't quit. So, publisher team, manage roles. Annette Larson is going to be the leader, essentially. So if we go ahead and employees, Annette Larson, change roles, leader, boom. And then if we go to presentation team, employees, you, roles, boom. Okay. So now we have those two teams set up. Let's have a little look and see what each thing is going to need. So, let's see. Office software presentation is designers, programmers, artists. So basically the usual. I don't think we're going to do anything revolutionary with any of this, but I think we can kind of manage a little bit. So HR management, let me give you a budget of $25,000. That's $2,500. $25,000. Handle wages. Role selection is, I'm going to say hired 4. Education 2. I don't think it's working, but whatever. So 2, 2, 1, I guess. I'm not really sure that's going to be ideal though. Specializations, whatever. Salary medium. Salaries and presentation team 16,000. Are we paying that person 16,000? Why are we paying you 16,000? What the hell? We're paying you 13,000. I didn't realize that the leaders got that much money. Good Lord. Okay. I mean, I guess it makes sense if they're sort of running things themselves, but geez, okay. Right. So we might need another desk in those rooms is what that kind of tells me, which is going to be slightly tricky. Yeah, I'm not really 100% sure how we're going to manage to do all this, because the leaders do need desks as well. So let's have a look then. So you manage roles, HR, so maybe one less programmer? I don't know how I feel about this, but I guess we'll give that a shot. We'll run things. So you're now up to 4 people in that team. You're now up to 5. Okay. Well, that's fine, I guess. So 1, 2, and 1 is what we'll do on HR management for both of these. So 1, 2, 1. Education amount 2 up to their budget of $25,000. Handle wages and complaints. Role selection hired 4, I guess. And medium salaries. So that means the publisher team should end up with 5 people as well. So we should have 20 employees, which is fantastic news. Spreadsheet team can wait. So they're now in. And they're doing their thing. Let's go ahead and start looking at some software for them, I guess. Because we're going to do, like I said, and I think I've also set up, I think I did hire some people that can do project management, right? So, I don't know what team you're on, I'll be honest, Kendrick. I don't remember. But I think what we could do is essentially set up a project that is going to just automatically, possibly, deal with, I don't really know. We'll figure it out. We can maybe just do manual sequels and stuff like that. But we're going to start making publishing software. And we're going to start making presentation software. And hopefully, they're all going to be just as successful as Notebook has been. And as successful as I hope Notebook Pro is going to be. That's the dream, is what that's going to be. That's going to be the dream right there. Let's accept all and close. And yeah, let's start looking at more software.